Here's how you sign your first SMMA client. Look, there's a lot of information going on right now on the internet. A lot of young people getting attracted to the agency model. And I've known about this model for quite some time. And after failing at a business venture this year, I decided, you know what? I might as well just jump right into it. So I just decided all of a sudden that I was going to own an agency, right? And, I think a lot of people struggle with trying to be fancy in business, okay? And what I've realized from that first failed business attempt is that being fancy is the surest way to not be successful. What do I mean by that? Being fancy means coming up with the logo, right? Spending a week coming up with a logo and the name of your business, okay? Being fancy means, building out the website, making it beautiful, right? Giving your product a name, coming up with a catchy slogan, your unique selling proposition, all this shit, right? You're coming up with all this shit. You're writing out stuff in Google Docs. You're creating the site. You're coming up with all of the great things that you're going to build, and you don't do the things that are income generating activities, right? What are income generating activities? Income generating activities is picking up the phone, doing the cold outreach, right? Collaborating with people, telling people what you do, right? Do you understand that literally by telling someone what you do, even if you don't do it yet, right? Even if you don't do something yet, right? Say that you don't have the agency yet and you want to start one. By telling someone, yeah, I run an agency, right? You're not lying. If you just decide that you run an agency, there you go. You're in business, baby, right? Open up the LLC, create the business bank account, and bang, you're in business, right? Have a payment processor. That's it. That's all you need. You're a business owner. Congratulations, right? Go out to people and tell them, yeah, I have an agency. And if you have zero experience, right? I have some experience in marketing. Right, when you have zero experience, maybe it's better for you to just learn first, learn some stuff, but don't spend too long, right? Learn and do the income generating activities at the same time, right? If you do those simultaneously, that's the way that you're going to progress. Because if you want to start an agency and you're running ads for your clients, the only way that you're going to learn how to get good is by actually running the ads, right? If you don't run the ads, then there's no way that if you're failing or not, right? You can learn all about advertising all you want, but until you actually run the ads and you see the results you're getting, you haven't done anything, right? So if you want to start in this business, right, it is literally just talking to people. It is literally reaching out and asking people, hey, how can I help? And, a lot of people are talking about giving away free trials and all this stuff in the agency space, and I disagree with it. I don't think you should be giving away free trials. Your time is worth something, okay? Even if you're new, right? Come in with the mindset of, if you come in with the mindset of, if they don't say yes to my offer, then I'll just give them a free trial, That's what a lot of people are coming in with the mindset, and they sign their first few clients on a free trial. And guess what? You suck. You suck. And you give them some kind of big guarantee too, don't you? You give them some big guarantee, I can get you X amount of clients in X amount of time. But you can't. You don't know if you can yet. Stop thinking about the guarantee. Say to your potential client, hey, look, the reason I'm not going to offer you a guarantee, right? They're going to say, oh, do I pay you based on the results that we get? I'm going to say, look, the reason I don't pay you based on the results that we get is because business is not guaranteed, okay? That's first of all, right? Just because I generate leads for the client doesn't mean that the business is guaranteed, right? I don't control the sales process, right? It's just as important as what we're doing as agency owners, the sales process, the call to close the client, right? If you're if you're generating leads and qualifying them and presenting them to the client, and then the client can't close, right? And their sales calls suck, then your guarantee is out the window, right? And then they get mad at you because you said that they were going to get this amount of clients, and they don't think about the fact that they're not good at closing, right? So don't give away free trials. Know what you're worth. Say that. Say, if I controlled the entire process, if I controlled the sales process and everything, sure, I could guarantee it, but this isn't my business. It's your business. And I can't guarantee that they're going to become a client of yours. What I can do is say that I will work as hard I will do whatever it takes. I'll work as hard as possible to get qualified clients in front of you. And help your clients with their ability to close, right? Tell them, hey, can you please record your sales calls? Can you record your sales calls? I want to listen back to it, right? If they're not closing people, help them with that, right? Don't just be like, oh, my job is just to generate the leads and I have nothing to do with the sales process. You're going to lose. You're going to suck so bad. Man, people are going to ask for refunds. No one's going to want to work with you, right? You need to be willing to do more than what you said you were going to do. Over deliver, not just deliver. That's not enough anymore, right? Business is more competitive than it has ever been. You need to help them with the entire process, right? Because the success of your business is a direct reflection of the success of other people's businesses, right? And the more success you can bring to other people's businesses, the more successful your business becomes, because they start saying, wow, he did a lot for me. They start referring you to other people. They start telling people, wow, I hired this guy and he provided me such great results. It's unbelievable. Another thing about this space, a lot of you are delegating tasks too early, okay? If you're getting into this space, learn everything. Learn everything. Learn how to run the ads. Learn every single part of the process, right? People at the beginning are like, oh my God, I need to hire a media buyer right away with your first client. And guess what that makes you? Not an expert, right? You don't have expertise because you decided to delegate everything from day one rather than learning it for yourself, getting good at it. And it's constantly refining that skill. You never stop doing it. But as you grow, you start hiring new people, right? Why are you delegating right away? I don't understand that. Okay? And look, I'm not some guy who's making a lot of money in the agency space yet, right? I'm only in the beginning stages. And what I'm doing right now, nothing compared to what I want. And also, I don't talk about my numbers too much because, first of all, people don't need to know how much money I make, right? It's not anyone's business. As I get bigger and bigger and make more money, I know that I'm not going to want to disclose how much income I'm making. Why is that? Because we live in a society, with powerful government that can track what you're making. And, I just don't want to put myself out there. You might call it paranoid, but I just call it smart. All right. The most successful people in the world don't say how much income they make per year. They don't say I generated X amount in income this year. Right? Personal income. They don't talk about that. So I want to be careful with that because I know that I'm going to make a lot of money in my life. So I got to be careful. I suggest you be careful too. A lot of people are talking about exact amounts of money that they make. That's so dangerous. So dangerous. I feel uncomfortable for them when they do that because it's going to bite them in the ass. So be careful with that. But going back to my second point right there was don't delegate. Don't delegate. Do it all on your own. Get good first. Get good first before you start delegating and hiring people. Okay? And that's what I wanted to express today. If you want to go out and get your first client, don't be fancy. Learn how to get good. Do it yourself. and get out there, man. Like, you know what my plans are this weekend? Walk into every local business that I can, right? From morning until night, and tell them what I do and say, can I help you with this? I run an agency. I want to help you with XYZ, right? And I don't have the niche right now. I'm helping local businesses that I know, right? People are like, oh my God, what should I niche down to? Like, jump in with whoever, right? And do it in your local community, because you're going to build bonds with them. You can go in person and say hi to them, right? Zoom isn't enough, in my opinion. Zoom is not enough. There are people who are living on the other side of the world, getting clients, some people in Europe getting clients in the US, people in the US getting clients in Europe or Asia or whatever, people from other sides of the world. You're never going to meet your clients in person. And I feel like that's getting lost in business. Of course, with the advent of the internet, we're able to work with people anywhere in the world, but I still believe that local business is powerful, and you can build up so big just locally, like no doubt in my mind. So I want to thank you for watching today's video. I hope it fired you up. I hope it gave you some direction of what the next steps you need to take are if you're early on in your business journey, specifically in this agency space. It's interesting. I didn't know I would be doing this right now, but I decided that I was just going to do it all of a sudden because my other business was failing for too long. I wasn't making money. I was losing money. And I said, you know what? I'm doing this. And I got my first client in a week. I didn't create the website. I didn't get all fancy. I didn't create the logo. I just said, you know what? Now you own a marketing agency. I literally looked at myself in the mirror. You own a marketing agency now. And I embodied that. I started telling people that I owned a marketing agency. I started calling people saying I run an agency. How can I help? How can I help? This is what I do, right? And learning as well. In the meantime, learning about the whole model, learning how to provide the service. And, I got my first client really quickly. I also had some sales experience, get some sales experience too, right? All these things are important. You need some experience. It's probably not going to happen that fast for you. It's just probably not going to happen that fast for you. And when I say I got my first client in a week, I know that's going to, cause some of you to just think I need to get my first client in a week or else I'm dumb. But I've had sales experience in multiple roles, right? I did a lot of output. I didn't just call like 5 people. I didn't just walk into a couple stores. Like for that week, I was I just became a machine, just telling people, walking into stores, calling. So do it, and you won't regret it. It'll happen fast. It's going to happen the fastest for those of you who decide to do more, who decide to do more work than everyone else. And if you do it, it's going to come to you really quickly. Promise you that. So again, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you want to learn more about me, my business, and you can also check out my Instagram in the description. That'll be in the description below. And man, I'm excited for this journey. Put out a lot of videos, and this is a new chapter. I'm gonna start putting out more content about this. Keep it about mindset, but also about business and my progression along the way. So I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great night. Bye.